What's up, team? Good ramen. Good Cairo, Wang, Jerry, Manny, Normal, what's up? Full Port Friday, short on open. I don't know about that. Yeah. Holy, we are very. Thank God I sold my stocks, bro. I don't even want to know how the market's gonna open. Minus, yeah. Holy, good thing we sold, man. Okay. Um, I gotta do my daily outlook. I'm a little bit behind schedule, so let's do the daily outlook together. Bears till newbie opening gap, guys. You guys think it can move another 400 points? That's gonna be like 1,000 point daily candle. That's just way too far. Way too far. But definitely not looking for longs, I'll tell you that much. You cannot long this market. Best case scenario, new week opening gap, like that's extreme though. Alright, I'm just making my daily outlook. Yeah, definitely bearish. I'm not gonna try to long this market. That is just way too reckless, in my opinion. Gonna keep trading evals. It's been a tough little last 1 or 2 weeks. We got some nice wins, but definitely been tough. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing a giveaway in the Discord. Same as last time. It's 25% off any Alpha account, except this time. So where is the giveaway? If you use my code, let me know. It's 25% off. I'll enter you in a giveaway. If you leave a Trustpilot review on your experience with Alpha or from what you know, leave an honest one. If you send me that, I'll also enter you in the giveaway. So each one is one entry. You can do it as many times as you want. I think the 25% off is gonna be for the weekend. So you have the weekend to get your accounts. Let me actually say it. The code is Gatie. Yeah, code Gatie. If you use my code, let me know so I can enter you in a giveaway. Is it only for AlphaFutures or normal accounts as well? What do you mean normal? What's a normal account? Yeah. What's up, Kispers? Good, Paolo. Forex? Oh no, it's just for futures. But if you need a Forex one, I know a guy who has a code, and every time someone uses, he does the same thing for Forex. So if you want that, let me know. Message me on Discord. Bias? bearish. You simply cannot be bullish in this market. Way too dangerous. Don't try to catch the bottom. ES has NWAG. So what's good, Ryan? How are you, brother? Or I think you said it earlier, but I missed it. We'll just do this like this. Do I think it's gonna go all the way there today? Man, I don't think so. But we'll mark it out. What's the Trustpilot review? It's just a review. It's the website that everyone looks for to see. I put the link there. If you leave a review, you can get a free. But you leave an honest review, right? We're not trying to just. It's just people are lazy. They don't want to like go out of their way to leave one, which I get. But now you don't have to go out of your way. You get entered for a giveaway. So yeah, we might inverse this, to be honest. I'm so happy I closed my stock list. You trade by doing $50 on a 50K account. Yeah, you can go with Tradeify, man. I personally don't like their rules. So I'm not gonna be using that. But if you think you can do it, I mean, I'm sure you can do it. Everyone does it. A lot of people do it. Whatever you're happy with, bro. I did see that discount though, yeah. Do they have activation fee? Yes. Does Alpha have daily limit? No, there's no daily loss limit. Yeah, same, Ryan. Same. Anyway, today I'm gonna be more tape reading, so I'm gonna have chat open the whole time. So I'll be here. If I do take a trade, it'll just be on eval. I'm trying to just be more loose today. Keep it simple. Risk free. At some point, my brother-in-law is gonna walk into my house. I'm gonna have to help him a bit. Just give him some stuff. Is my funded futures good? They're not bad in my opinion. You need to get a buffer before payout. You don't need to, but I mean, you need to. But it's not a bad firm. They're up there for sure in my personal opinion. References. You gotta just send me proof of the. You just gotta send me proof. That's all. Send me proof. I might say crazy to say Alpha is quite expensive. I mean they're not. Yeah, I mean they're not without a discount. But like with 25% or 30%, which is what they usually run, it's pretty much the same as TopStep. But they also have the best rules. Like they're giving out the most payouts. People are getting payout as easy as it gets, you know. So they gotta make it a little bit more expensive. Daily buys, I'm bearish, bro. That's really sad, Colin. I ain't gonna lie. At least you can get 25% now. How many contracts you like to trade? Depends on my stop loss placement. I think a classic model long could form here really nicely before anything. Why don't you enter it on the breaker? I'm gonna enter when my model forms, bro. I want to get an advanced one, but like, what's the point? I wouldn't. I mean, you can eventually, but my personal advice for people is just get payout on standard. and then do whatever you want. You know? Once you actually start making some money from it, then you just gotta be patient, man. You can't rush it. Don't rush the eval. Don't overtrade. Don't over leverage. Don't rush to fund it. It's not hard. You just have to be okay losing. You know, if you lose a trade, don't try to make it back in the same day. Get the payout. I mean, get funded. Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's a bad way to look at it. I wanted to actually long 930 open if it gave me something like this, but if it's gonna go up before, then that defeats the purpose. Bullish, no. You have a personal daily loss limit? Yes, I do. I show one for myself because I don't want to go on tilt. Yep, I see your review, brother. I'll add you. I'm gonna add everyone after stream. That way, I don't miss anyone. But I will add you. Whenever I message you, added, it means you're added. What do you think about Apex Funders? I blew my toss up Apex yesterday. If I got on Apex, he's about to pass it really as bad as people say. Yeah, as long as you follow the rules, you'll be fine. It's a little bit harder, more annoying to get a payout. Doesn't mean you can't. Right? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just gotta follow the rules. Make sure you know the rules. There's quite a bit. Get the live trailing drawdown. You got to get buffered for payout. 8 trading days. 30% consistency. Something about news and scaling, I think. Turtle soup. Okay, Rob, I got you. Explain turtle soup like you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. Do you know when a breaker block forms, or when there's a market structure shift fair value gap? Do you know any other ICT model? How many winning days? There is no requirement. It doesn't matter. You just have to meet the consistency. So I guess it would be 3. 3 is like the minimum. Like you can do it in 3. That's what I would recommend. 3. So it's so simple. Turtle soup is you buy it right here. So when the breaker is forming, let's say you're bullish and you're expecting a breaker block here. Therefore a reversal, right? Instead of waiting for the breaker, you buy it as soon as it takes out this low. Buy, limit order. Your stop loss, I don't know, 10 points, 20 points, maybe some old level. Let's say you have a fair value gap here. Your stop loss is at the low of that, for example. That's it. You're buying below a low, you're selling above a high. No, I didn't trade today. Any opinions on my fund of futures? They're not bad. They're not bad. You thought you passed? That's okay, man. You got it, bro. It's a similar to a liquidity sweep. It is a liquidity sweep. You're buying a liquidity sweep. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, you may get a nice move higher, but you don't know till where. It's possible to know. Could just be a retracement. Yeah, just send me proof. You would need 3 winning. You would need 3. Like if you won. So this is how it works. If you win 3 days, and they're consistent, meaning it can't be like 10,000 and then 101. Like obviously it has to be 40%. Yeah, then you're eligible for payout. That's it. You don't need to do any more trading. Because you can't take the payout right away. You have to wait for your window. But you'll be eligible. So what I tell people to do is, well, don't trade. As soon as you get your 3 wins above 0, don't trade anymore. Unless you're trying to build a buffer and you know what you're doing. But if it's your first payout or you've been struggling to get one, don't trade anymore. As soon as you get those 3, just wait. You're chilling. Just get another account. You know the money's coming. You know? That's the only reason advance is better. You don't have to wait that 2 weeks, but it is what it is, bro. It's money at the end of the day. No one's gonna tell you. Like, who cares, bro? You know? You got paid. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Better than not getting paid. Bias is bearish. But I'm expecting really choppiness, to be honest. Yeah, just do the standard, bro. Standard with 25% is really not that bad. It's really not that bad. You just gotta, pass it, Don't gamble it. You just can't think of it like, oh, it costs this much. Yeah, it costs that much, but what you're going to do, you're going to trade it properly, not blow it in 1 day or 2 days, get the funded, and then be consistent with your risk management. If you're consistent with your risk management on the funded, you're going to get paid. It may not be a lot, but you can't, you can't be okay just spending like unlimited money on evals over and over again. Just 40%, yeah. What I would recommend, bro, to be honest, just to keep it really simple, if you get a 50K funded, just risk like 150 for 2R. Make 300, 300, or even less, bro. Risk 100 to make 200. That's it. Once you get to $500, take a payout. Get another account, repeat the process. Of course, it's possible, NQ Mind. There you go, bro. If you do that, then you're chilling. You get like a nice little payout. There's no model to get in long here. Do they pay anything for how many payouts you can get in funded alpha? What do you mean, how many? As many as you want. 300 is good? Yeah, 300 is good, I think. It's a good middle ground. Are there payout dates? It's 2 weeks from your first trade. So if you took a trade on the first day of the month, you can request that payout in 2 weeks. It's really just preference. It all depends on, like, obviously, if you're going to pass the eval, the 150K is better. You're going to get that first payout's going to be bigger, right? So obviously the 150K is better, but are you willing to spend money on 150K? Do you trust yourself? If you're debating between 100 and 150, I would get 150. But if you don't want to get 150, just get the 50. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a point in getting the 100. How do you recommend building a buffer? Low risk. Don't try to do it so quickly you're going to blow the account. Take your time with it. It's the funded that messes you. You just got to take the funded really easy, brother. Really simple. Risk very little. All you need is 3 wins. That's it. 3 wins. I know you, huh? You can get 3 wins. Even if you go in drawdown, don't lose your shit. You have time, bro. There's no rush. You don't try to get out of drawdown right away. Be patient with it. Once you get out of drawdown, 3 wins. You can be really patient with your setups. You can tell yourself you're 3 wins away from a payout. So there's no point in taking every single trade. You have a 2-week window anyways, right? So how did you pass your challenge? I met the profit target. What do you mean? Now plans to risk 300 a trade. When I say A plus, I risk 500. There you go, bro. How much should I risk on a 50K funded? I risk on my funded 0.25%. That's how much I risk. Um, like 6 or up. Last payout last month. Do you still trade with Top Step? Yeah. My Top Step accounts are really close to being blown. I haven't touched them in a while. I've just been trading evals. I've also made some money from live account, Arav. What is your strategy? Power of 3. What time frame? This is the 1 minute. Risk management on evals, I risk double. So the thing about me, guys, let me put you guys on something. For those of you who are not comfortable losing too much, so say you want to risk, I don't know, $300 or $500 on a funded, or if you're not comfortable losing that much, you know what you can do? You can do what I do. What I do is I risk less initially. So when I start the trade, I risk, let's say, 0.25% on a funded, or on an eval, I risk 0.5%. Now that may be very small to some people, which I don't think it is, but if you think that's really small, you know what you can do? Just scale in. If you're starting to see that it's a winner, bring your stop up when it makes sense and add positions. That 0.25% trade can now easily yield like 0.5 or 0.75 or 1% gain. And on an eval, same thing, right? You can always scale into the position. And to me, that's like one of my best edges in the marketplace. The ability to reduce my risk when my trade or my model forms, because I have very good trade management in that sense and where to put my stop, and scaling into my trade. So that little 0.25% that I risked originally, I don't have to hit such a crazy trade to make 2, 3, or 4R. I just have to scale in where it makes sense and reduce my risk. And then over the long term, my risk reward is good and the profit factor is good. The winners are bigger than the losers, as long as we're catching some wins, right? So that's how I do it personally, because I don't want to risk upfront, $500. That's too much. That's too much for me. So how can I get payout with Apex? You just got to read the rules, bro. You got to read them. They're on the website. This is TradingView, yes. If your chart is different, it's because you don't have real-time data. Yeah, if you use my code, let me know. I'll enter you in a giveaway. Just make sure you get the 25% off. Actually, 25% is pretty good. 80% chance of hitting true day. I don't know if that's true. But how do you get good at scaling? Well, I have a model that allows me to scale in exactly when it forms, so I don't have to question it. Yeah, the activation is the same across all accounts. Okay, so we're seeing a move higher here. Presentation. I like that we touched the 15-minute bearish. I want to wait for the short. All right. You trade 2022 model? Nah. That's where I started though. I built my foundation from there. I scale it. Why is that laughing that I have a model? I can have a model, bro? I scale on every protraction model. So whenever my protraction model forms in my trade, I put my stop there and I also scale in if I think there's more room to go higher. First presentation here. So what I would want to see here, something like this. At some point, our brother-in-law is gonna enter my house. I'm gonna have to just help him out a little bit. Should be a couple minutes tops. So I'm gonna just help him. So if you see me leave, obviously I'll tell you guys. But felt good. So we're seeing that rejection up to 15 minutes to be perhaps. Don't leave us. We were like a minute or two. Just gotta tell him and give him the car and shit. Yeah, bro. You think if the 4-hour candle closes over the 16 project, NQ will go up? No. Either way, I'm not gonna look for longs today. It's too risky. Intraday order flow is just too bearish. It's simply too bearish for me to have a high probability long. So either it shows me it's gonna go lower, or I don't trade. That's how I'm viewing this. Daily looks bullish. I'd agree the daily looks bullish, but today does not look bullish. I don't think it's going higher today. But maybe. Who knows? You trade ES? Nah. I only execute on NASDAQ. You don't have to take only A+ setups. Yeah, so AlphaFutures, 25% off. If you're in my Discord and you use my code for 25% off, let me know so I can enter you in the giveaway. I think it's gonna be for the weekend. Every single giveaway, man. Every single time someone messages me, yo, is it too late to enter? Yo, is it still 25% off? No. It's for the weekend. So if you get an account or if you leave a review, it's all in the Discord, man. It's all in the Discord. I made a post. You guys can read it. What is first presentation fair value gap? The first fair value gap that forms in regular trading hours. You could view this as a bearish order block, but my model hasn't even formed yet, so I'd have to see a breaker here or a CIC or something. But if you're bearish, this doesn't look bad. ES has the no, ES doesn't actually. I don't trust it yet. Still could move higher. What's your model? It's all on YouTube, bro, if you want to know. I trade the power of 3. We inverse first presentation there. This is a bearish order block. I'm locked in because I'm leaving chat open today because I'm just gonna be paper trading and demo and tape reading. Maybe I'll execute on this eval. I do have an eval open up, but today's chill. I'm trying to take it chill until Tuesday, to be honest. Monday's a bank holiday, by the way, so I'm kind of viewing myself. I'm already on a vacation, like just a break. You know, enjoy the next 4 days and then come really fresh, locked in, everything set up for the new week. Because it was it's been tough May. So I'm just chilling. I want to read the chat, see how you guys are doing and shit. Read all the haters. So I'm not gonna take this trade, but we can tape read. Tape read. So just tape read this idea. Give me 1 sec. All right, this is a tape read idea. You're in the exact same. I'm not in this trade. This is a tape read. No, I'm not in this trade. But it could play up. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't like putting the P&L tool here, man, because as soon as I put the P&L tool, everyone who's commenting is like, he's in, and then just clicks sell. So I can't. I'll just leave the annotations. But just know that this is a tape read, inverse first presentation, classic model short. You can enter off that. Daily looks so bullish. Why do you think we won't go hard? Daily looks bullish. Daily looks bullish right now. I don't know if the daily looks bullish, bro. It's Friday. I don't think we're gonna reverse this entire move. Very impossible. Not impossible. Very rare. What is tape reading? It's like trading without pushing the button. It's like studying live price action. You mark up, your model, mark up potential entries, but you don't push the button. So there's no motion involved. It's just studying. It's a very useful tool. Hey man, I feel you a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Just a nice guy, bro. Do you want to take a trade after we displace 500 points? No. Very risky trade of mine, but that buy side looks like it needs to be taken. Yep, it 100% could come back up here. But it's already done its work higher, so even if it did, I would have probably expected to, fall again. Nice guys finished last. Bro. When did you start trading and how long did it take you to become profitable? Started trading like 2 years ago. I don't know, I got my first payout in a couple months. Had a lot of break even, and then these last couple months have been really good for me. Okay. There's no need to spam my chat, bro. Appreciate you, JD. Oh, nice. JD's still in here, bro. Tape reading only. I might take a trade on demo or eval. Like I have my eval open. I don't really care about this eval as much. So if I see something, I don't mind. But like I'm trying to just keep it very dialed down. Why don't you want to trade? It's been a tough 2 weeks for me. So I'm just trying to kind of reset, So mentally, like, I'm just waiting. Waiting for Tuesday, trying to start fresh next week. Just accepting that's been a tough week, you know? It's also, I mean, today's also just not the best price. If it was like really clear, we dumped pre-market 450 points. That sucks. You know? There is no A plus. There is no A plus after the market dumps 450 points. Because there's no clear daily bias. There's no I don't know if this is the bottom. It could be, but it also could not be. We don't know how high it's going to retrace before going lower. We don't even know if it's going to go lower. It could just be simply this. We've also had really choppy price action the last couple of days in the morning session. On top of that, it's Friday, the end of the week. We already expanded, and Monday's a bank holiday. So you know people are not going to be holding positions. So it's kind of just like a fresh slate idea. This would be a bearish order block if it closes below inside the macro. So this would be my protraction model. Actually, nope, sorry, it does not meet criteria for a protraction model. Yes, it does not meet criteria. Never mind, it's not a protraction model. Why is Monday a bank holiday? I don't know. More excuses than solutions. What? This is a solution. First, you want the high to be swept. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It would make, if we take out this high and then break down going into 10 a.m., it would be a higher probability trade than shorting this inversion fair value. Because this is inducement. You kind of like I like waiting for that breaker. So I agree. See, if I was in this short, I would close. Because this should have formed the LB. The fact that it failed, as soon as you see that fail, cut it. You don't even have to wait. Just cut it. If you're not seeing signatures of if you're not seeing signatures of a sell program, just cut it. Obviously, it depends where your entry is as well and such. Got stopped out. Long or short? First thing I want the high to be set. Chop till lunch? Maybe. Oh, you shorted? You got stopped? Where was your stop placement? Might have just been a little too tight. We have 10 a.m. new home sales. Nothing crazy on the news. I think Trump's out and about. Trump is out and about. CRT, and I don't trade CRT. That's all you, brother. If it's your model, go take it. You don't need me. It looks still bearish, but I'm personally waiting this. Good for 10 a.m. I don't mind demo. Risk management on eval, I risk 0.5%. But like I said, the reason I risk less is because I'm looking to scale into my positions. You know, I look to add to my winners. That's where one of my biggest advantages come in, you know? You think the opening gap from 9 to I do I think it'll be filled. It's hard to say because ES already filled it. So that's one thing to consider. Second thing to consider is that's it actually. Like yeah, it could be a draw on liquidity. It's possible, but I wouldn't look to target that. You know, that's a little out of reach for a day trade. If you were in short from previous days or something, I mean, you could potentially hold something for that. Makes sense. Yeah, that's the plan. Why don't you make education videos? Why you make education videos when you don't have any idea what you're doing? I don't know. Why do you watch them if you don't want to? No one has to watch them if they don't want to. For those who know that I know, they watch them. Yeah, simple as that, bro. It's free. You looking for longs or shorts on this? What a stupid hater. It's okay, bro. Can you copy shade multiple AlphaFutures accounts? Yes, you can. Looking for longs or shorts on this? Shorts. I'm not looking for any longs today. 10 a.m. open handle close could potentially give a good setup. Yep, I agree. No, where you put your stop makes sense. It's not how big it is. You gotta stop break even kiss pay. It's good to survive, bro. On days like this, I mean, honestly, in weeks like this, in my opinion, it's just about survival. I personally won't be longing anything in here, though. Do you have any tips on how I can journal my trades? First things first, yes, you should journal every single trade, in my opinion. You should journal every single trade. In my opinion, honestly, just send me a DM on Discord and I'll send you my template. You can just start there. To be honest. Yeah, man, this has been happening recently. My stops are too tight, but I also don't want to make them too big. I get with you. You're trying to get really good risk reward, but don't sacrifice risk reward for win rate. You know, unless you're trading really aggressive models. The fact that we're making enough for you to sign not to trade. Yep, definitely gonna wait till 10 a.m. here. We have an orange folder, so going good today. Nothing. I mean, I'm good today. Slept good and everything. Trader, no one's gonna DM you, bro. Just stop telling people to DM you. Mark the 1 minute minor basket equal high. That's my draw for today. Yeah, I don't see no equal highs, but sure. There's a scammer, probably, bro. See you all later. No one's gonna see you later, bro. The left. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna time you out, bro, because you be spamming shit. Yeah, man. Friday's always shit. Friday, and it's a bank holiday Monday. Max allocation on Alpha. I think right now it's 450K, but I think they're looking to make it so you can get 5 accounts instead of just 3. So it would be, what's that, 750? 750, I think. Too choppy on the downside for me to take a short. Yeah, I mean, nothing here yet for me. I'm gonna mark out the 10 a.m. opening price. Why is there no 10 here? So we could try to frame a 10 a.m. power of 3. Top step or alpha. I mean, I like both, but alpha is better. I would use alpha payouts to fund top step, if that makes sense. Between expert and beginner account, well, it's standard and advanced. The standard account, you get payouts every 2 weeks, and you work towards a 90% split, and there's a 40% consistency. The advanced is more expensive. You can get payouts every week, but you're probably not going to get them every week unless you trade every single day multiple times until you make that $200 day, which I wouldn't recommend anyone do, but you can do, so you could technically get weekly payouts. It's a 90% from the rip, and there's no consistency rule. What's the significance of 10 a.m. candle? It's just a new candle open on the higher time frame, so I'm expecting a potential range expansion at that time. How did you begin to scale profits? What was the process of getting your first PA and then more accounts? My plan right now is very simple. Alpha payouts, get them, use them to get more alpha accounts, and then use them to get top step accounts. Once I'm max on both, then I'll move into, that's my next step. But that's my plan right now. Max alpha and max top step. But to be honest, like, accounts get blown, so I'm really gonna try to probably push for a live. You know, me personally, I want to push for a live, so I'm kind of also just saving. Would you ever max FTMO? Nah. What's the significance of the 10 a.m. candle? Yeah, just a new range expansion. This whole week has been like 9:30, 9:45, then chop. Yeah, it happens. Should I switch to Top Step? I would switch to Alpha, I'm being honest. But Top Step's good. Alpha's just a little bit easier to get payout. What's the longest to get a payout from Top Step? What's your longest to get one? I don't know, like 2-3 months. Do you Shadify? Nah. FS, I closed my position. There you go, bro. It's just live. Is live future account halal? I don't know. Some people say some people say yes, some people say no. What's the activation fee? It's 150 on every single account size. I don't use Tradify. I don't use any firms that have live trailing drawdown. I really don't like that. It kind of just puts me on tilt, you know, if I'm being honest. Funded Next, I've never heard of them, bro. Do they just combine a location when you pass multiple? No, you have separate accounts. Are you bearish or bullish? How long will you keep streaming your trades? I don't know, man. Honestly, good question. How long will I stream before I start streaming in Discord? I don't know, man. The more I stream, the more people join, the more hate I get, the more pressure it is. Yeah, I mean, that's trading, bro. That's why you also trade live. Because on a live account, you don't have to go through eval, you don't have to go through a buffer, you don't have to go through requesting a certain amount that you made. With Alpha, do you recommend the standard or the advanced? I mean, for most people, I'd recommend the standard. Just because it's cheaper and it's a little bit less demanding. But do you often look at PM? I always look, but I don't usually trade it. I haven't done it live, but I appreciate you every day. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too, bro. No, I mean, I don't plan on stopping any percentage soon. What's your average percentage run return? Depends if I get a payout or not. Depends if I close a live account. I mean, if you really want to talk percentages, I mean, this month we're technically up because I just closed 20% of my live account. Does Top Step Alpha have live trailing drawdown? No, sir. No, it doesn't. Don't quit. You're so close. What are you talking about, bro? Respect the transparency. It's a part of the game, bro. Like, it truly is. Anyone who doesn't tell you they lose or they lose streak or they blow account, you're meant to blow accounts. You're not going to get a payout every single time, every week. It doesn't work like that. You don't have enough drawdown, you know? You either risk a lot and you get payouts quick, or you risk less and you get payouts less quick, but more consistent. And that's the goal. For me, my personal plan, just keep stacking as much as I can and put it into a live account, you know? I don't want to keep wasting money on evals and funded. Do you agree that trading after stock market opening is the best? Yes. Well, for me, it's the best, but it depends on your model. Don't quit. I don't know what you guys are talking about quitting. No one's quitting, bro. No one's quitting. I'm going long now. How about you? No. What, copy trader? I'd use Alpha to. Oh, you're talking about the live streams? I wouldn't quit live streaming. I just probably wouldn't do it on TikTok and YouTube. I would just do it in a Discord for very select people. It's not easy, man, because think about it like this. You got like, I don't know how many people, bro, but a lot of people pocket watching, always asking you, yo, how's your account going, bro? Yo, what's your drawdown now? Yo, what's your payout? When's your last payout, bro? Or when? That's just pressure, you know? That's just pressure. Which I've been comfortable dealing with for a long time. So it's not like too bad, but that's just pressure. That's not needed. There's also the comment section. You guys, I get hate every single day after live stream. If I lose, someone messaged me, yo, why'd you take that trade, bro? And I was like, why did you take that trade? You know? It just makes trading a little bit harder. So probably when I start trading my live account, that's probably when I'll move to a Discord, I guess. Although I will say one thing, it's definitely helped with my discipline. Because I feel like trading on live stream in front of people, it's really nice. You'll make a Discord just to watch? Appreciate you, Rubes. They crazy? Man, they crazy, bro. But it comes with the good and bad, man. I mean, I also get many messages, people saying like, yo, can you, like, I can't watch your live stream. Can you message me when you enter? Like, what? How much would you say you need? I'd probably put in like 5K or 10K. Probably 10K. I can risk 1%. What about a mod who can ban these haters? Yeah, but honestly, bro, some of them just keep coming. They just keep making new accounts and stuff too. How do futures props work? Like, do you pay monthly? You pay monthly on the evaluation phase until you pass. Once you pass the account, you no longer have to pay monthly. We have an SMT at this high. I want to see it get taken. Nick was unstoppable, bro. Yeah, hitters definitely sharpen your mind, but after a while, yeah, the noise becomes louder. Yeah, like part of me just wants to, wake up, do my thing. I'll always record my trading, because even if I don't live stream, I'll simply post the entire recording. That way, it's still a way for me to keep accountable and document my journey with full transparency, as always. Iron Child, what's up, brother? What do you expect? Lower. I don't expect lower, but I'm going to sit here and wait for it to show me that it might. 10 a.m. doesn't really have a low. I'm done live right now. $50 one contract. It's just been tough markets recently. You have to be patient. Break even? What do you mean? How do you get select option for CFTC? Okay, so what you got to do, Arav. So let's say you draw a line and you label it, I don't know, CISD. Can you show us your top step chart? No, I can't. You label a line, you draw it out, CISD. Then you click right here. You can't see it. You click this button. Save drawing template as. Label it whatever you want. And then when you come back to that option, so let's say you draw a line. Whoa. Say you draw a line, CISD. It's loaded up. So everything here is all the saved templates. Honestly, saves so much time. I'd highly recommend. Highly recommend. Okay. We'll see if we get a CISD here. There'd also be an inversion level. What do you think of shorts? I think if the market shows me it can go lower, then yeah, it's good. It's not even about where do I think it's gonna go. I don't want to take longs in this market personally. I think they're low probability, no matter how it forms. I'm simply gonna wait for it to show me it's gonna go lower, and if it doesn't show me that, I'm not gonna trade. Trading strategy, power of 3. So you bearish on the day? I'm not bearish. I'm just not expecting it to go too much higher. So if it shows me, if I see it, I'm not trying to predict it, right? So for example, I don't know if we're gonna go through this imbalance or not. But if everything so happens to align that we take out the high, for example, or even if we don't, and then we get a breaker and it's 10 a.m. PO3 and we inverse fit, okay, now I'm trying to say, you know what? It does look like it's gonna go lower, you know? So wait for it to show me it's going to go lower, or just don't take a trade. Because it could get really choppy in here. I think it's going to bullish to the city before it goes lower. Possible. We're gonna, oh, there's no 4-hour actually. We're inside the hourly as well. It's just really low. Yeah, I trade the power 3. Too many people trying predicting the market instead of reacting. I mean, I think it's a combination of both. Like you plan, and then you just kind of wait for it to pan out. We'll plot the break and restart zones. Yeah, I don't trade with that strategy, bro. I don't need that. If we got a closure here, yeah, I'd probably look to get in. Yep, there's an SMT there. Better wait for silver bullet. Go wait for a silver bullet idea. Just wait for value gap to form on the downside. Is a Po3 AMD? Yes. But more specifically, how I trade it is not simply just the AMD pattern, but I'm looking to trade the range expansion of the opening candle. That's what my model looks to capture. And it's fractal. Because the daily candle put in its range. Right, that's why I'm not looking at daily buys. I'm looking at 930, looking at 10, range expansion. Range expansion means what's it called? It's like when the candle opens. So when a candle opens, it looks like this, right? As soon as the candle opens, you know there's going to be the range of this candle is going to expand every single time, every single day. It's not avoidable. So I'm simply looking to buy below the open and trade the expansion higher. And if it comes back towards the open, I'm looking to trade the continuation. That's the whole model. Because I know the candle is going to expand. So when 10 a.m. started, 10 a.m. is right here. 10 a.m. is right here. There's no range on this candle. It's only 32 points. But I know now I'm expecting that range to expand because the candle has opened. I'm looking to capture that range. Now usually I'm framing this off of the weekly, daily, and 930 candle. But sometimes it's not so clear. For example, the daily range expansion, it's probably done its due diligence. I don't know if we can make a lower, higher high on the day, right? It's already hit the average daily range. It's already moved a lot. So I can't look to capture the daily range expansion. It's already expanded. But I can look to capture the 930 range expansion, maybe the 10 a.m., 10:30, right? Intraday ideas. That's how I trade when the daily is already gone. Oh, that's just my model. Can you explain why this is a chain and stay delivery? Two up close candles, buy side delivery into a liquidity pool, higher time frame imbalance. If we come back and close below this level, we change delivery from this is buy side, closure below the buy side starting point, which is the opening price, sell side delivery. What are you looking for right now? This. The guy who was asking about turtle soup, you would be if you were turtle souping this, you would just click sell. If you're bearish. You're looking for shorts? Yeah. I don't really want to take any longs today. You don't think we're gonna come down? That's okay. We don't have to trade every single day. You ever think about footprint chart? Nah, never. No trades for me yet. It would be a nice inversion. It would be. If we get the inversion with the change the state, this would be a bearish breaker. Because we've exhausted so much room lower. -2 aligns with this low. If there was equal lows here, it'd be a little bit better, but I don't trade London now. Your long first target hit. Nice, brother. If the next candle inverses, yeah, we will just take that short. Let's do some calculations here. Okay, we got in around here. Stop there. Got in like here. You turn volume profiles? No, I don't. I'm very happy with my model. Take care, Kiss. See you on Tuesday, brother. Any reason you don't trade London? It's in the middle of the night for me. I'm sleeping. See if we get the inversion level here. That red thing? What red? This? 15-minute civvy. Reversal at 21045. Maybe. Am I bearish? I'm leaning towards shorts, yeah. I'm not going to take any longs today. Four-hour power of 3. Yeah, daily power of 3. I mean, they all align, right? Daily power of 3. Can taper this idea if you get the inversion. Made a lower low at 50%, so particular move. Yep, yes, already going lower. Can taper this idea. The inversion's there. Liquidity see breaking structure waiting for retracement on OB buys. Good luck, brother. You have data about 50-50 macro. Same data you have on any macro. Same. So tape reading this. I see the inversion here. You'd want to see that hold. You can probably put your stop, you know. I'm trying to cover this wick, but it shouldn't reinverse this fair value gap if it's bearish. If we get closure below here, that would be a breaker. If we make a lower low, we have just this minor sell side level here. I think that's a nice low hanging fruit objective at -1 standard deviations. Well, this is your breaker. If you're bearish, this is your unicorn setup. I've been looking at Powell's model and his market is so different. I prefer yours. If it's just wrong, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If it's marking it any different, it's just simply not a C. Maybe it's something else. It's not a CISD though. I missed a trade trying to wait for an FEG. I mean, there's an FEG right here. Are you in? Yellow box. A plus setup, but it's also Friday. Exactly. There's no A plus setup today. Still have to go hard or short, getting stopped out for sure. I'm not in the trade, brother. The tape read. Did I miss the trade? Oh, you didn't miss the trade? Yeah, no, it's a good short. What is tape read? It means you trade, but you don't push the button. It's sell? Maybe. Tape reading is trading without pushing the button. That's what tape reading is. What's good, guys? Profit target 21059. Maybe. For me, I got set up. You got break even. That's good. It's gonna liquidate you. How's it gonna liquidate me if I'm not in a trade, brother? Because of the expansion earlier. I'm just taking a break, and it's not the best day in general. So it isn't an SMT anymore, right? What SMT? There is no SMT anyway. This tape read fail. See, no harm done when you're just tape reading. You did not see the silver bullet FEG 10004. What? You think next price? Yep, should be better. I'm in longs at the midi. I'm in longs. Oh, from here. I believe in you, bro. I get TP in the same enter. Nice, bro. Why no trades today? I'm taking a break, waiting for next Tuesday. Also large expansion day, bank holiday Monday. It's best for me to just relax until Tuesday, to be honest. I just keep getting suits. Might do the opposite. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. (2022) model. 2022 model would have failed here. So market structure shift. This is your entry. Stop loss here. This would have been your 2022 model. Like this. Caught this long delivery. Nice, bro. How about the bullish reversal after the big drop? Did you enter? I'm just tape reading, brother. Caught this long delivery. Nice, bro. I'm curious. Out of bullish buys because of 50%, or is it valid? You can look. Yeah, you can look for 50% org. Nothing wrong with that. Take care, Carol. Horrible PA this week. It's been tough. Why has it been so bad? Could be the fact that it's May. Could be the fact that last week was very expansive. Could be the fact that Trump is saving something and the market's gonna absolutely do something crazy next week or next month. 5 days of 200 each winning days. Done my 2 funders. I only got my funders to recover. And I can work towards June 6th. Nice, Ryan. You got it, bro. You know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do. This could probably still go lower. What is the text size? It's 8, smallest size. Even slow. Yeah. Still think it's gonna go lower. It's gonna be another tape read. I realize that putting stop on the wick saves you a lot. Yeah, and especially in floppy markets. 100%. 100%. Tough one to trade a funded account. 100%. E long percentage in here. Grossman, big OG. Yeah, you got it, brother. I wish I tape read it today. I just know it's been tough, you know? Mentally, I don't know how many more losses I can take. Even if I'm managing my risk well, I just want to start fresh on Tuesday, you know? Come with a clean mind on Tuesday. Activation fee is $150 for every account size. Yeah, we're down this week. We're down this month. I mean, technically we're up because our live account trade, but if you're just talking about firms, I like that you don't force things. I just know myself really well, man. You know? I know myself really well. You just need 0.7R to top more for TP. Last payout, last month. How long is the discount active for? I get paid tonight. It's for the weekend, so you have time. 25%, and then the giveaway, same thing. Full pour longs market open is the move. What's your win rate? Like 50 on the day. Our average anywhere between like 40 and 70. It really depends. on the month. It changes. It depends how I trade, whether or not I go on tilt that month. Like, it's hard to say. How long you been trading for? It's been about 2 years. Many problems with seeing the problems that you were ahead. It's all about journaling, man. It really is. No, we're not talking about top side. We're talking about alpha. Are you gonna trade? Just tape reading, brother. Tape read. Missing Biden more and more. Of course, Dimitri. You're so good, bro. I love you. Thank you, man. Why did you choose to tape read? One, it's been a tough month for me, and I'm very mentally drained. I feel like if I trade today, I'm probably just gonna lose. I just want to come on Tuesday, start fresh, with a clean slate in mind. That's one reason. Two, the market was already very bad. Pre-market expansion is a red flag for trading, and it's a bank. It's Friday, and there's a bank holiday Monday. So it's stacked against me. I'm already losing. It's already been tough. It's Friday. There's a bank holiday Monday, and pre-market was expansive. I don't want to take a loss. You know, just trying to protect. You're in the same trade. I mean, it's a tape read for me, but yeah, honestly, bro, it's not looking good. Deepest drawdown I've ever been in over the past 3 weeks. How many W's and L's? I don't even know, but mostly we're definitely in L. Do you plan on investing in other things if you got a lot of capital from trading? Of course. I mean, I invest in. I also just trade stocks on a live account, and that makes me pretty decent money. As long as they're in play, I almost bottom ticked. Nice, bro. Why did you choose to take? Yeah, there you go. Seeking to destroy goaded. Yeah. Watch out with shorts, bro. We got a 4-hour bullish SMT. Yeah, I'm not taking anything today, so. Bulletproof explanation? Exactly. Between FEG and Busy City. They're the same thing. Fair value gaps get returned to offer fair value. A Busy City is just the imbalance in itself. So it's just like a little characteristic thing, a little terminology thing. Not really any significant difference. Price rejected from the weekly imbalance gap. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You had some good winners earlier in the month. Yeah, we caught some really good trades this month. It's true. But a lot of missed trades, a lot of just like frustrating price action, if I'm being honest. You know, we have an S&T here. A lot of days where like we predict everything and then we don't catch the move, and then end up taking a FOMO trade. That's kind of been what's it called like for me personally, that's kind of been the theme this month. We caught some really good trades. We took some really bad trades, but the main theme of this month for me has been calling exactly where it's gonna go, missing it, whether it's because of price action or hesitation, and then I FOMO the next trade, and it's not the best trade. It's not a rule break, but it's not the trade I was looking for. And simply because I missed the move I was able to call out like pretty much perfectly, I ended up just taking another trade just because I didn't catch that one, and I feel like I need to trade, especially feeling like the market owes me a win because I was able to predict everything prior to it happening, and then I'm like trying to force a win basically because I feel like it owes me, right? Guilty as charged, man. You know, straight up. That's been the theme. Watch it hit OTE in the city. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't look at OTE of cities, but you could. You ever consider trading on an LC in the future? I will 100% be doing that. Yeah, probably this year sometime. I don't know if I keep holding 50% or get out now. Tough one. Avoid NFP CPI. No, I love trading those days. I don't trade the day before those days. Well, I do, but those days are. I like trading red folder days. Felt the same way when I watched yesterday. Yeah. Y200 LLC. You can get write-offs. Am I able to take 2 and 1 fill RTH gap high before go lower? That's a good idea. Why before? The day before, very impactful days usually are not that eventful. Even with prop firms? Yeah, even with prop firms. Last week's too predictable, bullish, but didn't catch it. Yeah. I mean, last week we caught some longs, but it's mostly been this week and just a little bit the end of last week. I think I don't even remember what happened, to be honest. Did you take that CSD short? No, I was just tape reading. I didn't actually push the button. Pull the same way. Yeah. And if it starts if the day before. Exactly. Pray for you. Oh, you're still in it? Stop at the high? You know orb? I've heard about it, but I don't trade it. FOMO today, hoping next week will be better for you. You just gotta reset the mental, bro, to be honest. If you blew your account, just don't trade the rest of the day. Don't trade Monday, bank holiday. You have the whole weekend to just chill, relax, stay off the charts, honestly. Just reset. Get a new eval if you have to. And yeah, start fresh, man. Yeah, I mean, if you want to trade opening range breakout, you can do that, bro. Just I would do the due diligence yourself. Don't just do it because someone else said it works and it's good. You know. No, I'm just tape reading today, brother. Just tape reading today, my brother. You trade London? No, I'm asleep during London session. Who I'm gonna call when it's time to write. Gotta wait for the macro here. If people are still trading, 10:50 macro, then 10 minutes. There's a good sound on your earlier SMT with end dogs high. Yeah. Time for the long weekend. Definitely gonna shoot a video on my entire trading system. Definitely do some reading, journal, maybe some back test, chill. Not too much though. Definitely gonna spend most of it just chilling. I'm gonna spend most of the time just chilling. Well, holiday is one day. Memorial Day, I think. You trade today? No trading for me today, brother. Just tape reading. How old are you in school? I'm 22, and no, I'm not in school. Did we all get smacked today? I didn't trade today. Top tick, straight drawdown twice today. Did you short here? That was the trade I was tape reading. Why don't you trade today? I'm just taking a break. It's been tough markets. Looking for short, some 2-1-1-0 different moves like that. Yeah, you can go for that, brother. Or evals just for learning? I mean, I wouldn't say just for learning. Your opinion on price? I think it can go lower. Next week, FOMC, FOMC. It's not the press conference. It's not as volatile, but it's pretty much there. TP1 hit. Nice, bro. Oh, I see. It happens, SMC short. It's been tough. It's been tough. It's a tough day to trade in general. When you see something like this, it's super tough. I'm in long, I'm not gonna lie. Good luck, bro. I don't know what you're longing off of, but somehow your model formed in this. I wish you the best of luck. What indicators? It's just the one that put the opening prices for me, and the one that says GatieTrades. That's it. Gatie sleeper build. I mean, my build's not too bad. I used to have a very good sleeper build, if I'm being honest. You ever thought about switching strategies? No. I mean, when I was first making my strategy, but now that I like have my model and stuff, no, never. And with indicators, ICT kill zones and pivots, TFO, and AGFX watermark. PM session? No, I definitely wouldn't trade PM session. On a Friday, when Monday's a bank holiday, nah, no way. You never really see hench. Hench? What's hench? I think uni tape earlier failed because of lower price the first FEG. I think the market's just going sideways, bro. Is all. Profitable on demo, but not with real money. Do you know why that's the case? You gotta figure out why. No, in general. Oh, PM session. Yeah, I mean you can trade PM. PM silver bullet idea. It's not a bad. It's not bad. Clearing up equal highs, build up. Yeah, it's engineering liquidity. Not gonna lie, this week is maybe the worst week for my model. This was the only setup in the week, and this is how it looks. It's been tough, bro. It's been tough indeed. I've been watching that for 2 weeks and I haven't seen a single emotion on your face ever. Because I'm used to it. I'm used to losing, bro. SMT. Yeah, this looks like it's going to dump. Just the way that flipped speedy. Going to 1050 macro. Sell side level still here. Don't give me hope. You're right. I shouldn't give anyone hope. What's your favorite part about trading? The freedom. The fact that it's completely up to me. That is completely up to me. On my success. Yes, that is true, but like it's just on the time frame, right? On the 1 minute, it's still forming, but if you go to like the 30-second, it's probably already there. The freedom to watch the chop fest. Yes. Exactly. Are you familiar with two-step SMT? No, no idea what that is. You have the data about 1550 macro? I've never backtested just trading that window, but final 15 minutes is not bad. What time are you getting off? Also, you post PM trades on your YouTube. If I trade PM, yeah, but I don't oftenly trade PM. What time do you get off? I usually get off at like 11:30, 11:10. Probably get off soon here so I can record the video for you guys. Let me show you guys the PDF, man. This is the PDF. I'm going to make the video so I'm not like leaking anything. But this is pretty much my entire model. Not my entire model, my entire system. The models are here. Those 3 models. But even, like, we'll talk about everything in there. So I'm going to make that video right after this. What's the system? Like my trading system, my models, my risk management, my money management, my everything. In this top for 45 minutes? Damn. Yeah, just so people know, because I know you guys know my model, but I don't think you guys know like everything about my trading system. You know, my risk management, my everything like that. Why do you think Twin Mall didn't play out? Because the market was not expanding. The market is sideways. This can be a tape read. 1050 macro, CISD, SMT from the 15. Well, I'm not trading today, but this can be a tape read. 15-minute SIBI. We reinverse that fair value gap. We have SMT at the highs, changing the state of delivery right here inside the 1050 macro, and that sell side level is a nice draw. So just tape reading it. Thing is, if he was trading, he would have took the first tape read. Well, that's why I'm tape reading, bro. I don't want to trade this market right now. I remember taking 1 week off in January and just tape reading because of PA being choppy. If you go back 2024 May and 2024 May, it was also very tough. Choppiness, sloppiness, droppiness. It could do that, unknown, yes. That's why I'm not actually trading. I don't even have a bias, if I'm being honest. Give me any tips on how to tell if session PA will be good or not? Look at previous session characteristics. Look at the daily chart. See if any objectives have been taken. Look at Asian range overnight. Sometimes you can just see it in the candles. Will you share the PDF? I'm going to make a full YouTube video on it. Yeah. Live account. I think it's a good plan, Ryan. I think that's a good plan. I've been thinking the same as you after a few parallel CVA with the whole eval. Just can't be bothered, man. Evals are tilting. Evals suck, man. You know, I don't like the process of you only had 2,000 to make 3,000. No, I haven't finished any, but I'm working on trading the zone. I'm getting there. I'm gonna read some more today. I'm gonna try to finish it this weekend. Actually, by Tuesday, I'm gonna try and finish trading in the zone. I'm a slow reader, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm also busy. My Timberwolves are also cooked, man. Free throw SGA is cooking us. Yeah, I had Timberwolves money line yesterday. Actually, I thought they were gonna maybe come back, bro. But I don't know. They're going home now, right? So maybe they went home. What time frame? This is the 1 year. This is in the future. You trade today? No. I just entered a beautiful position on the Nasdaq 100 E-mini, one of the cleanest liquidity sweeps. I mean, there you go, bro. Randall stunk yesterday after playing great. Yeah, that was on me too, bro. I had his over on points, so I probably shouldn't have done that. They probably lost because of me. Bro, I swear, yo, there's this guy on TikTok, Ryan, who literally only goes against, like, he takes picks that people hit 5 in a row. Like, if Randall hit his line 5 times in a row, he went under. And he just hits. Like, he just only does, that's his, like, I guess you can say model. That's funny. $10.50 macro. We closed below the opening range gap right there. Under model is go to line because many companies make more from the over losers. I'm telling you, it is, bro. These people been hitting. Just go against them, bro. Which pairs is Nasdaq? Do you have any tips for trading liquidity sweeps? How would I make use of order blocks? Wait for the liquidity sweep. Trade the order block. I might close in or below the monthly MACD or reject the weekly external screen. Yeah, not a bad idea. Any trades today? Nope. This is Nasdaq. I need some help. I passed 3 funds this week. Would you copy trade all or one at a time? Have you ever gotten a payout, Briar? And what firm is it with? Depends on the firm too. Take care, Ryan. Yeah, man. Fresh week, fresh mind. It's gonna be great, man. Looking forward to Tuesday. No one alpha. I would honestly trade them one at a time, bro. You're pretty much locked in a payout. All you need is 3 winning days above your buffer, bro. Above 0, sorry. So let's say you risk like $200, you make 400. Just win 3 times, bro. 3 wins. You can do it. If you don't get it on the first one, do it on the second. What I would do, Briar, if you really want to secure a payout, so trade account number 1. If you win, keep trading account 1. If you lose, go to account 2. Every time you win, stay on the account. Every time you lose, switch to the next account. Once you're up 3 wins on one account, just take the payout and then repeat the process. Get a couple payouts for yourself just to take the pressure off. You know, a lot of people they judge themselves based on whether or not they can get funded or whether or not they get a payout. If you're that person and you know that you'll probably just feel better if you do get the payout, well then just do it, you know? Just try to get the payout and then repeat the process. That's my advice. That's what I wish I followed. Gatie, what's the best way to handle 2 funded accounts? The best way, it depends what your goal is. How was rules with Top Step? Top Step's not bad. Any info about Top 1 futures? I don't really know much about them. I only trail my stop loss when my protraction model forms. Hasn't formed yet, so can't trail it yet. What account do you suggest to get on Alpha Capital? Honestly, the one that you can afford to lose, bro. The one you can afford to lose. This week page became so much clearer to me. There you go, bro. Just don't let it go against you in the future if something bad happens. We mentioned the 3 wins. No, I was talking about AlphaFutures. Did Trump tweet anything today? Probably. I think someone said he posted something on, what was it, Social One or something. Truth Social, yeah. This PA continues. What should we do? Keep managing your risk. Manage your losses. Manage your drawdown. Don't gamble. Don't rush. Don't overtrade. Stay patient. The same things you would do if the PA is good. Because you never know what's going to happen. How come the trade is so valid if we didn't touch 50%? The high time gamble is under A+. You don't want to see it touch 50% if it's really bearish. If a trade is truly bearish, it should not reach 50%. It should stay in the lower portion. If it reaches 50%, you're starting to consider that maybe it's going to inverse. Got this exact setup on my chart. Let's get it. I think it might form. I mean, it might play out. So if we get a bearish closure here, we can trail stop loss to this high. If it closes bearish, it has to inverse or close below the low. But that's the same kind of strat. Because you're risking too much, Edward, probably. TP 20844. With Alpha CMA 1500 one did next day and make 400. That goes against, yeah, that goes against consistency. So what I would recommend, Briar, if you really just want to lock in your payout as soon as possible and as easy as possible, you don't have to do this. You can make as much as you want and then just keep building the account, and eventually it'll play out in your favor the more trades you win. But if you really want to make it easy, just risk whatever you're comfortable risking. Aim for 1R or 2R, TP fixed, and then just try to win 3, bro. Get that payout. Make it very easy on yourself. But if you did 1500, 400, and then like 800, that might be consistent. How much do you risk on eval? 0.5%. How much you think? How you make that on this PA recently, bro? There's always wins, man. Someone's always winning. Why you never trade? Yes, I prefer Nasdaq's volatility. Just for the purpose of the sake that I want to leave this and the fact that there's an S&P at the sell side for the demo. I mean, for the tape read. Last few days I made 18%. Nice, bro. What a 1-to-1. Hey, man, we take 1-to-1s, bro. Tough markets like this, we take 1-to-1s. No, we took the same trade. No way. I had 3 expects finally blew them all. Only took 1 payout. I feel so down. I would be in pain too, bro. To be honest, a little bit, maybe not as much, but it's not easy. Yep, 1030 power 3. Every trade's power 3. Every trade. Yeah, he parceled here. You have yours, you never got to this game first. It's so bad. I agree. It's tough to day trade Forex. Well, MVP robbery is crazy, bro. I don't know how he didn't get it, bro. I don't know how he didn't get it, man. It's so finesse. Why don't you enter the trade if you don't mind? 1050 macro, 15-minute bearish, CISD, SMT at the highs. It's a bearish market right now. Yeah. But honestly, I don't know how much I can stay on the stream anymore. This might take a while if it gets choppy. So we're probably gonna call it. Maybe it takes us out here on the trailed stop loss. My glorious Balkan. I know, man. He actually did get robbed, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. See you Tuesday, Matrix. See you Tuesday, brother. So, yo, listen. Anyone in the stream, if you want 25% off of AlphaFutures and you want to enter the giveaway in my Discord, use my code and send me a message. On top of that, if you want to enter, so any account you get is one entry. You can also leave a review on Trustpilot, an honest review, and that'll also enter you in a giveaway. You just have to send me proof. So if you join my Discord, you can get 25%. You can enter the giveaway with as many entries as you want. And if you do that, then you can also, when you drop 10% on the OF, bro, that's always going to be 100% price, bro. Is it only for you members? No, it's free, man. Anyone can join the Discord. CB is a bearish fair value gap. Just a sell side imbalance. Take care, Rubes. I'm hoping this just gets us out here so I can move on, man. Move on to greater things. I want to take a nap, to be honest. If I'm being truly honest. Nah, no trades today. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'll be live every day, man. Been live every day for a while now. You should trade on bank holidays? No, I don't trade bank holidays. You're from Canada. Don't care about you still have it. For sure. I'm not going to sit here and watch this. It might get choppy. But, I mean, you guys will know. I'm not going to change anything about this idea. Appreciate everyone coming through. I will see you guys live Tuesday. Monday, no live stream because Monday's a bank holiday. I'm going to take the day off. I'm going to go on a, I don't know, road trip or something. Do something useful with my life. I don't know what that is yet, but we'll do something. So take care. Appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live Tuesday. And yeah, let me know if you guys use my code for 25% off. Let me know so I can enter you in the giveaway. I don't want the giveaway to be like 5 people. So we'll do that. Appreciate you guys.